Well, hello, today is Saturday, February 8th. I thought I'd be all organized here, but I'm really not. It's time for our highlight meeting. Today it's about moving. Move it, move it, move it. You just got to know which way to move. And it doesn't have to be a rapid movement, it just has to be a movement. Even if it's just getting up from the couch and just doing some leg squats or leg lifts or walking into the kitchen to get a glass of water, walking down the hall to go to the bathroom. Any kind of movement is better than just sitting in the chair. So we want to know that. First, the bad news. I had a teensy gain. You know what? I weigh by the scale by the window, which nobody wants to weigh at. And it's just the dreaded scale by the window. I know it doesn't really make a difference what scale you get on, but you know, psychologically I'm thinking I'm gonna have a gain. And you know what I did? I gained 0.1. So now I'm at 240.4 and I have a 63.8 loss, which is still impressive. I'm not saying that, but you know, these little small gains really bother me, but they shouldn't. I know they shouldn't. I really do think it's just a water gain because I drank a lot of water yesterday because I didn't eat much. I didn't eat a lot on Wednesday either, but I drank a lot of water. And with this program, if you want to lose weight, you have to eat. But I choose for religious reasons not to eat a lot on Fridays and drink a lot of water. And that's just what I'm going to do for Lent. And if I have small gains, I'm just going to have to live with it. But it by no means does it mean I'm going to get like discouraged and give up, because you know, I lost almost 3 pounds last week, and I really didn't. And I told you last week I didn't think I deserved 3 pounds. I knew I lost at least. I thought I lost at least 1.5 pounds, and when I lost 2.7, I was really very happy. But I didn't earn the 2.7 last week, and I really didn't earn the 0.1 gain this week. But I'm going to move on. I know in the past I said it didn't bother me, and you know, like then I had a gain the following week, and then a little gain the following week after that. And so I have to be honest with myself, and yeah, I was a little bummed. I was hoping for a 1.1 loss. I really did think that was in my sights. I really did think I was going to lose it, but I didn't. Wah, wah, wah. Move on. Today's a new day. I'm going to start all over again. I'm going to flip up a little bit. I'm going to eat my dinner for my breakfast and my breakfast for my dinner. Just because I want to. No reason in particular, it's just, I just kind of want to. So we'll talk about the book, which is Moving. Once again, our leader is so supportive of everybody that has a problem in the meeting, and a lot of times we just don't get to the book. She has a chart in the front of the room where everything's written at the topics that we're going to talk about, and we didn't really talk about them, but I went and took a picture of them and took some notes of it so that I could talk to you about it, because really, you can read the book at home, but you really need that some support that you get from a meeting. If you don't attend meetings, if you're an online member, look on YouTube. There's so many people out here doing reviews, so many people on a weight loss program, and they don't necessarily have to be a Weight Watchers loss. Just because I follow people that are on keto and just following their own plans and just losing weight, and that's all that really is important, is just to lose weight. And if you follow the program, any program that you're on, you're going to lose weight. You really are. But you have to remember that life happens. You're going to have stress in your life. You're going to have binges. You're going to have cravings. Feel no guilt when you do it. Just eat it and move on. Don't like deprive yourself of it, because if you just really want that one homemade chocolate chip cookie and you really want it, but you thought, no, I can't have it, I can't have it, and you'll feel guilty that you didn't have that one cookie. And so later on you might go eat a bag of chips. So you should have been just eating the one cookie and moving on, and track it, moving on. That's all you got to do. Once you reach your goal, it's not going to be magically like a wand is going to be placed on your head and you can magically go back to your old way of eating. You're never going to go back to your old way of eating. Not to say that you can't eat some of the things that you eat in your old way of eating, but you're just going to have to compensate for when you do have those foods and make adjustments in your life. And life is all about adjustments. A lot of times when I was younger, so poor with money, I always robbed Peter to pay Paul. So you make allowances either way. Not that that was right. I'm not saying that that was right, but a lot of times, like with your money issues, it's the same with food issues. Sometimes you're going to have to go off just a little bit. But anyway, our quote for the day was, warning, physical activity has been known to cause health and happiness. I am so much happier when I can walk. This week is supposed to be so nice. It's supposed to be in, excuse me, in the high 50s, and I'm not getting sick. I told you last week everybody thought I was sick, and Jim needs to change the filter on the humidifier in the furnace. But some reason he hasn't got to it yet. So my house is very, very dry, and so my throat gets dry. But I'm not sick, so don't worry about it. I'm not going to pass any germs on to you. But I do feel better now that I'm exercising a little bit more around the house. I have done a couple walking videos, but I'll be honest with you, that feels like exercise to me. When I walk outside, it just feels like enjoyment. So I'm looking forward to it. Even though it's going to be in the high 50s this week, it's supposed to rain every day, but it's going to melt a lot of the snow, so that'll be good. I'll be able to walk. We're supposed to get a little bit of snow this week, but I don't know. I think that we're hopefully done with all the major snowfall for the year. My son is hoping there'll be no more snow this month because he's trying to set a record for golfing for 36 months straight in the state of Michigan, which is like quite a feat. But he'll be out there, I know. So you want to think of things, well, why do we need activity in our life? Well, number one, we know that as we lose weight, we're going to lose muscle mass, and our bones are going to, well, especially if you're getting older, your bones are getting a little bit weaker. The more you exercise, the stronger your bones are going to be, if you don't fall, obviously. But you're going to build up your muscle mass too, and stronger bones. And the older you get, the more you need that. I've been very fortunate. I've had bone density tests, and so far, because I'm so dense anyhow, my bone density is fine, so I don't have to worry about that. Number two, regular activity slows down the loss of muscle mass. It only makes sense if you're using the muscles. They're not going to just be used to draw nutrients to your cells. They're going to be like working really hard. And the reason men lose weight so much faster than women is because they have more muscles and they have more muscle mass. By no means do I mean you need to go out and join a gym and become a muscle man or a muscle woman. It's just that you need to just do a few things that are going to build up a little bit more muscles. Also, number three, it reduces your joint and muscle pain. I know that sometimes you wonder, how can I exercise? I'm going to get a sore back or something. When you exercise and you start using muscles you didn't use, they do kind of fight back with you a little bit, and they do kind of remind you that they're there. But if you continue on, you're going to be fine. Obviously, if you've injured yourself and you have like a muscle injury, you want to check with a doctor or something. But if you just have a normal ache or pain from exercise using muscles that you didn't normally use, the more you use it, the more your muscle's going to say, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. I'll go along with you. But at first, they're going to fight it. They really are. And you need to think that your muscle is the suit of armor around your bones, because your bones need the muscles to protect them, and just to protect, I guess to be your suit of armor, like a knight in shining armor. That's what your muscles do. So what you want to do is find your fit. You need to challenge yourself. I challenge myself with my walks. I do try to walk a little bit faster when I walk to cut my time off. I do try to walk a little bit farther, but yeah, I'll be honest with you, the older I get, you wouldn't think like a month or two makes a difference, but I'm noticing that a month or two does make a difference, and so that's why I still got to get back out there. I realize that it's going to take me a while to build myself back up to get to the 2 miles again, but I'm going to do it. And I try to get a little bit more than that, but if it doesn't happen, I'm going to at least get my 2 miles. You want to and when you're finding your fit, if you can be social. I love going for my walks because I see so many people out there. I'll talk to anybody. Whether you want to talk to me or not, I'm going to talk to you. And you see different neighbors, you see different people on the walks. A lot of times you see the same people walking their dogs. You get to know their dogs, and it's just fun. It just really is fun. And I don't do this, but like you could take a class with a friend. Years and years and years ago, I used to take a aerobics class with my sisters. I do a water aerobics class with Birdie, who I consider my friend. She's my sister-in-law, but I consider her my friend. And we do have fun with that. When you exercise and you stay fit, you're happier and you're more relaxed. If you're fit and your friends want to go for like a hike, You don't have to say, oh, I can't go on a hike, that's just too long, because you're fit, you know you can handle it, and they're not going to have to slow down so you can keep up. This is one that I don't really do, and you really should, is just work out at home. If you're too embarrassed to join a gym, you can't afford to join a gym, or you just don't want to join a gym, there are so many videos on YouTube that you can exercise at home. Close the door, nobody's going to see you. If you don't want the neighbors to see you, close your curtains or your blinds. Nobody's going to see you. And work out at your own pace. A lot of people don't like to go to the gym because they think it's judgmental. I haven't been to the gym in a long time, but when I talk to Denise, and she tells me, and Denise is overweight too, she says that, you know, people are just glad you're there. They, you know, they don't look, and if they do look, who cares? You know, what are they, you know, I don't really care. Look at me, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I know who I am, and you don't know who I am. You're judging me by how I look. Don't judge me by how I look. Judge me who I am. That's not to say that everybody in the world likes me. There are people that don't like me. I understand that. But, you know, there are people in the world I don't like either. So that's why there's so many people in the world, so you can find somebody that likes you. And you need to exercise your mind too. The older you get, the more you need to exercise your mind. I play so many games on my phone. I play Scrabble, I play word search, I play Trivia Crack. I play like a word search, like when you find the, like, you know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to think of the word feud. I just play a lot of games. I play Angry Birds. I play all of those games just to keep my mind sharp. So what you want to do is, if you think that like a weekly loss is going to bother you, I know that Gina Pearson's not being aware of what she weighs for the month of February. She thought that would work for her. My leader had suggested, which I do, is like in each month, I do every 4 weeks, I say how much I lost. So last month, or the previous 4 weeks, I lost 5.7. And that's a little over 1.5 pounds a week. So that wasn't too bad. The next month I lost 1.8, which is probably a 1/2 pound a week. Not a lot. It's a little, by maybe 3/4 pound a week, but it's better than a gain. So far this week, even with my 1 point gain, I'm still down 2.6 for this month. So it helps me to know that, and that'll, you know, work it around better. And then what you want to do is you want to be accountable to yourself, not to anybody else, just to yourself. You know if you've cheated. You don't have to have somebody, like if you're alone, thinking, oh, I can eat this because nobody's going to see me eat this. You're accountable to yourself. And you take pride in what you do, or you take shame in what you do. And nobody's going to do that for you. You have to do it for yourself. So even if no one's watching, be accountable to yourself. And look, she ended with the quote, when you move the way you love, you'll love the way you move. And I agree that. It's just, I move so much better now. I don't have to worry about sitting in a chair. I don't have to worry about keeping up with people. I don't have to worry about people slowing down. It just works for me. We only have 1.5 minutes to go through the book because I yap too long. So it says, moving more is the gift that keeps on giving. Stretching, walking, any sort of physical movement doesn't help shake the cobwebs from your brain, but it also strengthens your body, it boosts your self-esteem, lightens your mood, and even helps you sleep better. I am sleeping way better. Activity helps your weight loss too. Change your eating and move more, and you can shed up to 20% more than if you just did it by eating less alone. And the secret is to choose an activity that you feel good about, not what you feel you should do, but what you want to do. And the Think Again page, I gotta be really quick here, is an unhelpful thought is, everybody these days is doing yoga, but I know I'd be horrible at it, so I'm not gonna try. But the helpful thought is, I haven't tried it, I don't actually know, I'll be bad at it. Besides, what's bad? As long as I enjoy it, it's a win for me. Baked chicken with lemon and herbs. I'm not a big fan of lemon, but there's the recipe. So we're gonna move more this week because we love it. Love it. That's what you just got to tell yourself. Sometimes you might just have to convince yourself at the beginning. Oh yeah, I really love this. I really, really do. I really, really do. But you will. After a while, you'll so enjoy walking, moving, biking. The weather's getting nice in the next 6 weeks or so. By Easter, it should start getting nice, and we can get out there and get moving. And in the meantime, just move around your house. Do stuff in the house that'll keep you going. So remember to move, and I will see you guys next week.